and then a lot of them are put down basically after their racing careers are over, which is only a few years, because they're working dogs. They're not that, I guess, useful to their owners, and so they just end up they get sent to a kill shelter. They get put down. So I would absolutely love to adopt a okay, I saw a creative web. Adopt a racing greyhound rescue one day, but I don't. I live in New York. Can't have pets in my apartment. My apartment's way too fucking small anyway. Don't have an in a woods retreat, so maybe one day I can just live alone and wear flannel and chop wood and never be heard from again. You'll all be so happy for me. Why is Panda sad? 3576 Moot idle project WebM. This is amazing. Thank you to whoever made this WebM. I'm saving this right now. I'm just gonna watch this every morning and wish I was an idle master. Oh, it's from what is it? Idle project? Huh. Let's see. What are your future plans? Will they involve another startup failure? 3582. Well, if I do another startup, it'll probably fail, because statistically, 99% of them fail. So yes, statistically, I will be yet another victim to startup failure. Thankfully, I have no current plans or much of interest in starting another company. Again, the one kind of project I've had bouncing around my head is an open source project. So yeah. So look forward to it. If I start a company, I'm gonna give you odds right now. I don't know what the over under is, but I'm gonna put $1 on the fact that I'll fail, because again, statistically, that's the way I should bet. So if you want to challenge me, maybe you should invest your $1 if you disagree. So do you use 4chanx 3594? I do not. That is, I used the Damage Inc. extension for the longest time. And then I used the King Jaffe Joffer extension, which ended up becoming the official extension. And then I've used the inline extension ever since. I've used 4chanx in like another browser, or what do you call it? Like in Chrome, you can set up different identities, I guess. And so I've poked around it. And I had a really great conversation with AO. I used to call him Aerosmith. He hated that. I'm sorry, Aosynth. But Aosynth was the original, creator or maintainer of 4chanx and Mayhem. And I had a really great Skype conversation with Aosynth a number of years ago about the auto updating and how it was kind of killing some of our servers. And I really, I really enjoyed that conversation. I think he's a really smart guy. And as I understand it, Mayhem's no longer, or neither of them are any longer updating 4chanx, but obviously 4chanx provide a lot of inspiration for the inline extension, and as did, the original extension that Damage Inc. made for us and King Jaffe Joffer. So, I have 4chanx to thank for, a lot of the, what guided our updated extension that we built into the site. No, Cam, this is bullshit. What am I going to FAP to now? 3597. Well, if you go to my Encyclopedia Dramatica page, you'll find a lot of photoshopped porn of me, so maybe you can get some material from that. What is your opinion now of Australians? 3610. I harsh on Australians a lot, but I really, I've never been to Australia. I was supposed to go there in November. I was supposed to actually go cycling. I was going to do a cycle around the coast of Tasmania, and I love cycling. I love being on my bike. And what up /N? And for a few reasons, I didn't get to do that trip, and I really wish I did. So I've never been to Australia. And, I'm kind of afraid. I looked at the stats once, and I think like 0.5% to 1% of the entire population of the country of Australia uses 4chan. It's some insane number. And I think I might have shared it at the panel last year or something. But so there are a lot of Australians that use 4chan. About half the site is used by Americans, but there seems to be a disproportionate number of Australians for some reason. I guess it's obviously they're an English-speaking country, and I think it's time shift enough from America that the culture kind of rolls over at a certain point and becomes very Aussie themed. But I've never been to Australia. I love doing stuff outdoors these days, so hopefully I'll make it there one day. But they're nice people. They like beer. B-E-E-A. What up, Simpsons reference? Let's see. How are you earning Dosh right now? Any plans to start up a new company? Blah blah. How am I earning Dosh? I've just been working part time. Hopefully, I'll get a full time job going there forward. I have a lot more free time now going forward without 4chan. So yeah, I guess I'll join the 9 to 5 crew and put on a suit every day and I don't know, be a salaryman. All of these questions now are kind of repeating themselves. I'm actually making it to the end of the first thread, and I'm only at 2:10 in the PM. So, Jesus. I hope that somebody posted a thread. I hope that the other stickers are still around, so I can go to sticky number 2. In fact, I'm gonna message me really quickly to see that because I'm gonna leave the thread. I guess it'd actually be archived. We have archives on for this board. Ha! I said, where is there sticky number 2 still long gone? So I guess I'll have to find in the archive or get linked to it. With the change in regime, will we finally see a history board 3683? Hopefully, sure. I mean, why not? I mean, I think it'll be poll with dates, and before it'd be another poll. Yes, I think it would. But again, if people want that, and if the new administration should decide to do that, then by all means. Let's see. Have you had sex with Anita 3684? Anita being Anita Sarkeesian, I assume. No, in fact, I didn't even have an opportunity to meet her. I was at XOXO Festival in was it September last year, and I saw her talk. And no, I actually didn't even get to meet her. So I don't even think I saw her. I mean, I think she was mobbed most of the time. But I mean, no, I played Vidya and saw music and stuff. And I don't think I'm trying to think. I don't know that I met any of the speakers this year. I didn't really go to many of the talks, but I did made it a point to see hers because I actually watched one of her videos prior to this because for the longest time I didn't know who she was, and because I was like, what the hell's 4chan going on about this video blogger, and then I watched one of her videos and I was like, that seemed very kind of boring and not that offensive, at least it didn't offend me, and I was like, I don't understand why anybody cares. And so I went to her talk partially because again I wanted to try to understand what the big fuss was about. And yeah, to be fair, she didn't really have kind things to say about 4chan or Reddit. But again, as the 4chan guy, the quote unquote 4chan guy, I wasn't offended by anything she said. Again, I just think I have a certain propensity to just not give a shit about things that I don't feel affect me, and even if they do. So no, we did not have sex, and we did not even have the ability. We didn't even meet each other. So, whamp whamp. You see the G goodbye card that we made for you, love you, Mootikins. I didn't. This is 3704. I did not see it. Please send me an email with it. If I guess actually don't, because now everybody's gonna send it. But no, I didn't see it. But if it requires installing Gentoo to view it, then you actually should have just had it be like something that can only be compiled on Gentoo, and I would have had to install Gentoo and compile Gentoo just to compile this card. Somebody said shit taste at 211, so I can't